If you're teaching online or wanting to teach online, specifically with an online ESL company or platform or marketplace, you know that there's a plethora of companies out there that are promising you X, Y, and Z, but often leave you kind of wondering what you're doing, floundering a bit, and figuring out how you're actually going to make this into a sustainable career. Hey all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tim from OnlineTeacherDude.com, your go-to for learning about online ESL companies and navigating how to build your own online ESL teaching business. If you're interested, check out my free course, the Online Teacher Bootcamp, which will teach you all about how to start teaching online. We'll give you lots of free resources and support to applying for companies, navigating that complicated world of applications and getting hired and starting to teach. And while you're at it, why not also check out my free class on how to start building a teaching business, a business that works for you and that you can build into something sustainable. Both those links are in the description of this video. In this video, I want to break down a company called Twenix and how it compares to other online ESL companies. Now, for some of you that have watched many of my videos, you'll know that I made a video about Twenix several months ago. It did very well because it was something a little bit different than teaching children in China, which is where I focused a lot of attention and featured a lot of companies. Twenix is an online ESL platform that focuses on adult professionals in Italy and Spain, and they're a little bit different in terms of their curriculum approach as well because they provide really engaging topics that stimulate discussions in your classes, and they're just a little bit different, and I thought that they would be a great company for many of you out there. And the good news is, since they're hiring at the filming of this video in August, September of 2025, I thought it would be a great chance to look at them again and how they compare to other online ESL companies. And if you want to beat the rush of applications and apply to Twenix, if you fit their requirements and they sound like a good fit for you, you can also check the description of this video, also the pinned comment, which is going to have a link sending you directly to their application form. So in my experience with most other online ESL companies, you're going to go through a rather complicated, sometimes stressful mock interview process with pretend students. You may also get stressed out over creating a polished intro video that stands out from others. You might also wait and hope for your first student to book you as their teacher, which can become very stressful and also discouraging. Many companies make you stress over high reviews and 5-star reviews, and in some cases cause you to have to almost beg for them just so that your profile stands out from the rest. And lastly, you might have to fight with the algorithm just to stay visible, especially in big marketplaces, and it causes you to have to teach at ungodly times in your time zone just to get bookings. Trust me, I have been there. I know the struggle. I've been very successful with some companies, and I was fortunate in that case. I worked really hard, but I've also not been successful with companies. And I'm no fool to think that in 2025, you could just get hired with any old company and be successful from day one. In fact, I know pretty confidently that that wouldn't happen. In fact, just recently, I opened up slots with VIP Teacher just to see how their booking rate was, and about 20% of my classes got booked. Now, if you want to know Twenix's requirements, you can check out this video. Make sure you come back and finish watching this one or watch this one later on. But in that video, I do break down their requirements. I talk more about their pay, the hiring process, and things like that. But the focus of this video is going to be what sets them apart and hopefully encourage you to go and apply to work with them. The great thing is that Twenix is not like other online ESL companies. You're not going to go through a complicated hiring process. You're not going to have to fight for students. You're not going to be left with an open schedule with no bookings. No, in fact, Twenix is quite different. And stay to the end because I'm going to show you some insider tips how to be successful with them once you start teaching with them. Okay, the first thing that sets Twenix apart is that you will teach from day one. Yes, that means that as soon as you're approved, you will be able to open up your slots and you can get bookings on that very same day. This is because Twenix matches their students with their teachers. So no marketing, no awkward intro video, and no competing for bookings. The second thing that sets Twenix apart is a very simple hiring process. You won't be doing live mock interviews. You will have to do 2 very short, around 2-minute, pre-recorded video mock lessons, so to speak. But you will be able to record this on your own time. You'll be able to redo it if you need to, make sure that it's your best version, and submit it to Twenix. They also have a self-paced onboarding process where once you get approved with your videos, then you'll be able to go through their onboarding process, get approved, and start opening slots. With a lot of online companies, they favor top-ranking teachers, but this isn't the case with Twenix. With Twenix, everyone's treated equally. You know, they of course want you to open slots during peak times, but if you're able to do that, you're going to have a fair chance of getting bookings just like everybody else. In fact, stay to the end because I'm going to tell you about one really cool way to get last-minute bookings with Twenix, which also highlights their great cancellation policy because you can pass classes off to other Twenix teachers, or tweachers as they're called. And I think that really makes Twenix a great place to work as well, because you can kind of decide to teach last minute if you'd like to. The last thing that sets them apart is that they really let you focus on teaching, right? Teaching is what you do best. You probably didn't go to school for marketing or promotion of your profile. And so that's what Twenix allows you to do. They allow you to teach, they allow you to focus on your students, preparing for your lessons, and giving great feedback. You don't have to worry about marketing. You don't have to worry about competing for bookings. You can just get hired and start teaching. So whether you're a new teacher or an experienced online teacher, I think this really takes away a lot of that pressure. Okay, as promised, let's end with some features of Twenix that really lets you maximize your bookings and be the most successful you can be on their platform. The first thing to know about Twenix is that you're teaching adults in Italy and Spain primarily. And so the best times for bookings are going to be early mornings and lunchtime in those time zones, as well as after 6 p.m. in Italy and Spain. Those times are also very popular for their adult professionals that are taking ESL classes. As with many companies, there's seasonal changes as well. So popular months with Twenix are going to be sort of between February and June and around September to December. So another great feature of Twenix is the ability to pick up what's called transfer classes. So instead of hefty fines and really strict cancellation policies like you see at many other companies, Twenix offers the ability for you, not only as the teacher, if you can't teach, to transfer your class to another teacher, even at the last minute, but also for you as a teacher to pick up those transfer classes from teachers who aren't able to teach. And so all you need to do is be available, obviously last minute, and check out their transfer class page and be one of the first ones to grab those transfer classes. That's another great way to pick up last minute bookings if you decide at the last minute to open up your schedule. So going along with that, you can also activate their last minute bookings, which means that even up to 15 minutes before a class is supposed to start, you could turn on that last minute booking feature, which enables you to be matched with a student at that last minute. So just like teachers might decide to open up their slots last minute, students can also decide to take classes at the last minute if they've got some free time. So activating that last minute booking is going to be a great way for you to pick up more classes and make more money even at the last minute. So when teachers get cancellations, they often use this feature to pick up last minute bookings. Now, the cool thing is you can actually get double pay if you work it in this way, right? If you get a cancellation up to 2 hours before the class starts, then you can get paid for the class, and then you can activate that last minute booking, get a booking in that same time slot, and get paid again, hence getting paid double for the same time slot. So I think that's really cool, very incentivizing for teachers to be available last minute and fill those slots that become cancellations because students cancel from time to time. So as you can see, Twenix does things a little bit different, in some cases a lot different than other online ESL companies, specifically in their hiring process, sort of, getting you into the company, but then also giving you students from day one. I think that really sets them apart. So Twenix might be a company for you if you fit their requirements, you want to teach adults, you want to start teaching right away, you don't want to compete for bookings and things like that. Make sure that you go in the video description or in the pinned comment of this video and submit your application. I do want to say for their hiring requirements that they hire native English speakers and near native English speakers, which I also think is great. And you must be able to accept payments through Wise or Payoneer. If you've never used either of those platforms, I do have a link which gives you a free transfer with Wise in the video description as well. And if you're ready to start building your own online ESL teaching business, don't forget to join my free class. You can go to onlineteacherdude.com/free class. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Happy teaching.